Hello and welcome to episode 156 of the Cinephellas Podcast. That's right, Cinephellas, the only place where Saturn's favorite movie is Lord of the Rings. It's been a while since we've done a podcast.
Yeah, what's the last time we did this?
Oh man, January?
January or February. Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
Been a while. But we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Logan, you want to talk about some of the topics we have tonight?
Let's talk about the Oscars 2023. I know, Kevin, you watched, I don't know if you watched it, Niall, but big surprises this year. You know, everything everywhere all at once, racking up a ton of awards, a few surprises in my opinion. What'd you think, Kev?
I think, it was a very uplifting night. I enjoyed it. I'm happy Jamie Lee Curtis won it, but I think Stephanie deserved a little more. And if you were to basically take the supporting performances in that movie, but I'm happy Jamie Lee Curtis got it. It's more of a career award, and I'm happy that
Ke Huy Quan.
Yes,
Ke Huy Quan.
I cheered when he won.
Me too.
I was happy also when Michelle Yeoh won. I'm happy when the Daniels won screenplay, directing, and finally Best Picture. I love that movie, so it was great. And I thought that, it was a good ceremony. There was no slapping this year.
It was all like the underdog story, it felt like this year. You didn't have all the politics. You didn't have, the slapping like you're saying. It's all about these actors that have been kind of missing for a long time that came back.
It was a feel-good year.
Feel-good year for sure. Just movies and, winners for the actors, actresses. But yeah, I thought Angela Bassett got robbed for her Best Supporting Actress.
That's who I chose. Yeah.
Yeah, it's who I chose too. And Jamie Lee won it, which she was good in the movie, but I don't think she was.
Yeah,
great.
I don't think she was. Yeah.
But I love her anyways, so it's cool glad that she won.
And people were getting on Angela Bassett because she looked annoyed, and I'm like I don't understand that. Of course she wanted to win. Everyone wants to win, so I don't care that she looked annoyed. She's upset she won. Not everyone could put on the face of like, oh yeah, I lost, but I'll clap for the person. Who won cinematography? You remember?
It wasn't Deakins. It was somebody else.
Yeah.
It was
Did you see that movie?
Yeah, Empire of Light. About? Of course. Yeah, I thought it was good.
Niall, did you see it?
No, I didn't get a chance to see that yet.
Yeah, it was technically that movie was incredible. I liked the movie, but the score by Reznor and Atticus Ross and the cinematography of Deakins, it carried that movie. I wish he kind of won, but I was happy that I forgot who won. I really forgot.
It was all the Western Front. Whoever did the cinematography.
Yes,
cinematography for that.
Western Front one.
But yeah, Brendan Fraser, come on, best actor.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser.
I saw a video where they were doing all his makeup. Did you know that even like his feet were like they put makeup around his feet and everything, so he wasn't walking on his actual feet? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. What, really?
Yeah, no, seriously. They have a whole video of him doing the makeup, and they like mold his feet and everything. So he's like walking on, I guess, not his actual feet. So to me, that's impressive too.
I know that he said that he experienced vertigo when he was in that, like when he got out of that costume. He still felt the weight of that costume on him, even though he was out of it. Kind of like when you go on a cruise and you come back to the mainland, and when you step on solid land, you still kind of feel like that swaying.
Yes.
Yeah. The boat. Yeah. But I'm happy that he got it. That movie, I liked it. I thought there were some flaws in it, but he was incredible in that film, and I'm glad that he now has an Oscar.
Everybody was rooting for him. That was a really great speech too that he gave at the end.
Yeah, people are joking that now Pauly Shore should come back now that Brendan Fraser came back. Which I don't know if you heard what Pauly Shore said about that. Because they made a joke about it. I think not Brendan Fraser, Jimmy Kimmel made a joke about it, and then Pauly Shore I think was on Twitter and he said it affects his anxiety and he doesn't like people talking about him that way. And I'm like, no offense, but get out of here.
You're aware that Brendan Fraser and Ke Quan were in the same movie, right? In Encino Man.
Encino Man, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had that one scene where they shake hands, and I thought that was really cool. It's kind of come first full circle. Both actors have been forgotten over the last 20 years, and it's nice that they have their awards and they were able to share that, not on the same night. It was, as I said before, it was just a feel good Oscars. Like, I'm kind of worried about next year that it's just going to be a bunch of boring movies that win awards.
I loved how Key said Goonies never say die in his speech.
Yes.
I was so excited for that, and all the Goonies, like all the actors, actresses from the movie, were like talking about it online and wishing him or congratulating him and stuff. That was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys saw Corey Feldman talking about it and Josh Brolin.
Yeah,
and
I saw. Yeah,
that's
I
pretty
did.
cool.
Yeah.
And who's the blonde girl?
Martha Plimpton.
Yes, Martha Plimpton. She shouted him out. I didn't know that the guy who played Chunk. That is his lawyer. That's his entertainment lawyer, and I thought that was awesome.
It is. Yeah. He thanked him in
Yeah.
his speech. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's great. Jeff Cohen, I think his name is, or something.
Jeff Cohen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Twitter bio, it says Chunk. I still think that's hilarious.
yeah, I follow him on Twitter. That's cool. He also represents Michelle Yeoh as well.
Oh, he does?
Yes. Good night for being a lawyer, right? You got 2 winners,
Yeah, right.
Oscar winners. So hopefully Jeff Cohen gets some more bigger A-listers for his firm.
I don't know why. I just pictured Chunk and like Better Call Saul if he would have mashed the two of them together. Someone needs to do that.
Better Call Chunk.
I was reading that Jeff Cohen kept in contact with Richard Donner, the director of the Goonies, and Donner actually paid for him to go to law school.
Oh, really?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, because he was like a child actor, and then he stopped acting, and he wanted to be a lawyer. And Donner was good friends with him still, and he paid his way through college, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Part of the whole feel-good Oscars aspect of this year.
Yeah, it was one of the better ones for sure.
One thing I don't care for when it comes to Brendan Fraser, though, like everybody's saying it's his comeback, but he never really left. He was on Doom Patrol, which is a DC comic show, so that's why I know it. But I know it's not mainstream, but I'm like, he's been really active on that show for a few seasons.
He was on
And
he was on an FX show too. Was it Fargo maybe?
Trust.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and he was also on The Affair. I didn't see it, but my friends told me he was on The Affair.
Yeah, so he's still been acting in like what past 10 years, just not really big roles.
Now he's going to be in Killers of the Flower Moon, the new Scorsese film. So maybe he'll get a supporting nomination next year. I don't know the depth of that performance, but it would be great if he got a supporting performance again.
You know, The Whale was good, but I didn't love it. Like,
yeah, same here. Yeah.
It was too fucking depressing because I watched Cocaine Bear and then I watched The Whale right after it, so it totally killed my mood. Cocaine Bear is like, you know, hilarious, great, fun time, and then a super fucking depressing ass movie, and I'm like, oh man, this sucks.
Did you think that Ty Simpkins, the guy who was the religious guy who came into their lives in The Whale, do you think his role could have been cut or
yes,
maybe yes?
Just
That's
cut.
Yeah,
they didn't add anything to the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. On the same page on that.
Yeah, Sadie Sink was great. You know, the bitchy
Yes.
teenage daughter, which we figured she'd play. But she was great. Yeah, those two were awesome. They're phenomenal. And then like the nurse lady that was at his house, she was good.
And I liked Samantha Morton. She popped up as the mother. I thought she was very good in that role too.
Yeah.
And I heard she, I'm watching She Said. I stopped it for the podcast, but I heard she pops up in that movie too, and she gives a pretty memorable performance. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing her.
How is that so far? She said, I haven't seen it.
It's straightforward, but Zoe Kazan and Carrie Mulligan have really good chemistry. They're very, very good chemistry. Carrie Mulligan's more of the aggressor, and Zoe Kazan's like the reasonable one who can talk and kind of put the people at ease. And there's a great scene where you see their personalities. There's a bar. They're in a bar, and a guy comes up to them because when Carrie Mulligan walks in, guys like say, "Hey, what's up, baby?" And she kind of just brushes it off and ignores them. And the guy comes up and says, "Hey, my friend said hello to you." And she's like, "I'm having a conversation with my friends. I'm really not interested. Go away." The guy keeps basically trying to get her to talk to him, and she just basically says, "Get the fuck away from us." And Kazan is just basically sitting there like very quiet, and Mulligan says, "I'm sorry for shouting." Kazan's like, "No, it's perfectly fine. I wanted to say that, but you are more outgoing and more fierce than I am. So, you said what I wanted to say." It's good. So I got about an hour left. I like it so far though. It's good.
All right. I just feel like if they would have waited 10 years, this movie would have had more of an impact because all this stuff happened. It feels like, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah. And they got the dude from SNL, the guy who impersonates Trump. I forgot his name.
Alec Baldwin?
No, the new dude. He's a newer guy.
Oh.
But
I've seen him, but I don't know his name.
Yeah, they have him doing the voice messages of Trump, calling the New York Times saying, "I'm going to sue you. we're going to court.
This podcast has been brought to you by the Republican Party.
I kind of agree. This back to the Oscars that Ty West said that Mia Goth should have been nominated for Pearl, and I 100% agree with that.
Oh fuck
Yeah, me too.
She was so good in like 3 movies last year. She got robbed.
Did you know she's British?
I did, only because she was in Infinity Pool with a regular accent. That's the only reason I knew. I thought she was like American.
Yeah, me too. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Niall? Did you see Infinity Pool?
I did, yeah. The
movie's fucked up.
I remember the part when she was giving him a hand job and you just hear like the skeet just flop onto the floor. It was
Yes,
really
and you see it plop down. Yeah, that was like, God damn. I love the part when she's on the car after you find out she used him, and she's like, "You really thought I read your book? What are you, stupid?"
Yeah.
And he kind of looks back and he's hurt by it, and I'm like, I kind of felt bad for the guy at the point. That movie was awesome. Yeah, definitely check that. Anyone watching hasn't checked that out, definitely check it out.
Henry and I were talking about our Oscar thoughts a few weeks ago. We're thinking maybe they should incorporate new categories like best of horror, sci-fi, and fantasy or something as a new category to bring more people in, which would bring in Mia Goth, and horror movies and stuff like that. Yeah. That's what it's kind of missing. There's so many good performances in other genres.
They tried that last year with Spider-Man, I know, and that just came and went. It was like
they would have to do what WrestleMania does. They would have to do what WrestleMania does, where they split it into 2 nights.
Oh God!
Right.
I don't know if I can handle that much self-indulgence and praise.
Yeah, I mean, like directors like Brandon Cronenberg, dude's phenomenal, but he'll never get an Oscar. Next topic: movies we watch once a year. I just watched a movie recently that I watch once a year, and I introduced it to my son. I'm talking about Ghostbusters 1 and 2. That was fun rewatching that. They never get old. The first one's a classic. Second one's okay, but the first one's so good.
Your son liked it too?
I'm surprised you said that. I thought you were going to say Lost Boys.
No, well, yeah, that's on there too. But yeah, recently I watched Ghostbusters. He loved them. The first time, seeing that kind of stuff. He hasn't seen the cartoons yet, but he had a great time with them. So did I.
Yeah, did you like the new one? Did you like Afterlife?
Yes.
Nice. How about the girl one?
I hated it.
You hated it?
Yeah.
They have a new one coming out too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's a production now.
Yeah, Patton Oswalt's in it, and someone else, I forgot the other person. There's 2 people who were announced this week.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I liked Afterlife a lot. I watched it a few times.
I wasn't like, obviously when Egon came back and like he helps her and holds her and like that was a good part, but I didn't care for the new characters that much. Besides McKenna Grace's Egon's granddaughter. I didn't like Finn Wolfhard in that movie. I didn't like the podcast.
I liked the mom, Carrie Coon or whatever.
Yes, Carrie Coon. Yeah, I liked her, but I didn't really care for the younger kids, but outside of McKenna Grace.
Oh, right. Yeah, Finn Wolfhard didn't really have much to do.
So hopefully they give him a lot more to do in the sequel.
Yeah.
What about you, Niall? What's something you watch?
I watch The Dark Knight every year. That's one of my favorite movies.
Hell yeah.
And I swear to God, like I could be in a restaurant, like let's say a little burger place, and they have that little cheap TV in the upper corner and it's all staticky. If they're playing The Dark Knight, I will start watching it. I swear to God, I've done that, where it's like in a bar, I'm actually watching the movie.
Wait, you say little TV? Do you mean a flat screen or actually old school tube TV?
No, tube TV that they just push up in the corner and it's like just screwed in the corner on the wall. Yeah. I swear.
It's going to fall anytime soon.
Yeah. But I love The Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight.
I have a whole bunch of Joker and Dark Knight merchandise, and I love that movie. I watch that every year.
Is that your favorite out of the 3? The trilogy?
The Dark Knight, absolutely, yeah.
I like The Dark Knight, but I'm more of a Batman Begins fan, and that's the movie I watch at least twice a year. I love Batman Begins.
Just 2 things with Batman Begins. Ra's al Ghul should not have been Liam Neeson, and I'm just not too crazy about the Batsuit in that movie. But other than that, it's a good movie.
Yeah, what I love about that movie is you don't see Batman for 55 minutes into that movie, and it's still engaging. It's about Bruce Wayne that entire movie. because most of the movies are about the villains, and that movie successfully pulls off that, making Bruce Wayne an interesting character.
Yeah,
I love The Dark Knight. Don't get me wrong. That's not a dig against The Dark Knight. And I also like The Dark Knight Rises.
I think that's my favorite. Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's close to The Dark Knight. I mean, Dark Knight's so great. But Rises, I love that movie. I remember seeing that in theater and how dark it was, and Bane was badass in it. And I just thought it was a great movie.
I love how they made Bane real, like, the realistic take they had on Bane. Because in the comics, he basically pumps the energy into his blood. That mask subdues the pain. And then you have a guy who is not only strong, but he can fight, and that's terrifying, and he can't feel pain. I think that was a really cool way of introducing into the real world scenario that Nolan did with those movies.
And I loved how Joseph Gordon-Levitt, they kind of introduces Robin, which I would fucking loved another movie with those two, Batman and Robin. Yeah,
which is also from the comics too. I think it's called Batman: Life After Death, where Robin takes on the persona of Batman while Batman is away. So that's what they're going for.
I loved it. Like, I loved how Bane broke his back, like down in the pit or whatever. That was cool. A lot of good scenes.
And it didn't even mind, Bane's Latino in the comics, and he's Scottish in the whatever accent he was using in the movies.
Gotham's But Hardy had a good time with that role. You could tell.
Yeah, and they made him look huge. I mean, it was like, I think he's like 5'8", 5'9".
He's short, yeah.
They made him look gigantic. Armando, what's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
We're talking about movies we watch once a year, which are there's a lot of movies I watch once a year.
Yeah.
That was on my list too.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's going on, guys?
Hey,
finally made it.
There's the boogeyman himself.
Baba Yaga, back from John Wick 4.
How was it?
It was fun. It was a good time. There was a section of it, like 30 to 45 minutes, where not any action happened, so it felt like really like long for being such a action movie, nonstop action, that it felt like it was lagging for like 30 to 45 minutes. But the last hour just like blew me away. Awesome. Yeah, straight action. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun in the theaters.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but that scene with the motorcycle was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh my gosh, some of the stuff they did, it was like, damn, how did they do that? Yeah, very cool. Good addition to the franchise, and yeah.
If you had to give Keanu Reeves hair pieces, how many would you give?
Off the top of my head, I'll say 4 out of 5.
Okay,
Keanu Reeves hair pieces.
I would say the same.
I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'd say 4 or 2.
You'll like it. It's a good time at the theater. It didn't feel overly long. I mean, besides that 30-minute where they're, building it up for the final hour. But once the action kicks in at the end, you forget all about it. Yeah.
Kevin and I are seeing it Tuesday.
Great. Awesome. IMAX or regular?
Regular.
Just regular.
Yeah. That's all I did too.
Yeah, I'll see it soon whenever I get a chance. I do want to see it.
I will say Bill Skarsgård is a pretty badass
Does he fight?
No.
Oh no, he doesn't. Okay.
No, but he's a good bad guy. Reminded me of like a Bond villain.
Yeah, very much so, like a Bond villain
too. They're doing a John Wick spinoff with Anna de Armas.
Yeah. Ballerina.
Yeah. Is that Ballerina or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard Keanu is going to do a cameo in that as well, so that'll be cool.
I saw there's one scene in the movie where he's putting on the black on black suit. I'm like, oh fuck, shit's about to go.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks like an assassin, wearing all the black and just walking down the streets. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, I like Donnie Yen a lot. He was a really welcome addition. It was cool. They had history together, his character and John Wick, so it was cool seeing those two together.
What's that guy from? I've seen him before. I couldn't place him.
He's done a bunch of martial arts movies over the years.
Donnie Yen?
Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in Rogue One. He played the blind guy.
Yes,
right. Yeah.
That's what it was. That's what I'm like, what the fuck is he from?
I went with the Force, and the Force is one with me. That guy, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Have you seen Ip Man?
Ip Man, hell yeah, man.
Haven't ever seen that one.
Oh yeah,
I will now because I liked him in this.
Yeah, good movie.
He fights Mike Tyson in the 4th movie. If that doesn't sell,
oh my gosh! Oh wow, I'm in.
Yeah, we were talking about Henry. What's one movie you watch at least once a year.
You guys are talking about Goodfellas. I heard that. I probably do that for sure.
Yes,
Love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to the Future, I watch a lot. Those movies. Boys in the Hood, Friday.
Yeah.
Those movies I watch all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah. Pretty much Quentin Tarantino. I like to binge my favorites of his every year just because I find something new in them every time I watch them. So
no matter how many times I watch Boys in the Hood, that scene where they bring home Ricky with his mother and holding the baby, that's still sends chills down my spine.
Great. It's terrific.
That movie came out in 91, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, 91.
Yeah, so I was 8 years old, and I remember even when I was 8 years old, that sent a chill down my spine.
Oh man,
such good acting.
Yeah.
Singleton knew how to fuck up your childhood.
And he was like 20. He was like 21 when he did that. I found that out.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, he was young. That was his grad school thesis because he went to film school. So he wrote the screenplay for that movie, and like he sent it in, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll do this."
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, he was young. He's the youngest guy to be nominated for director.
That's awesome. Wow.
And
Great movie.
Totally deserved.
Yeah. Those are mine. Horror movies too, always around Halloween time. Obviously, all the Michael Myers Halloween movies, not all of them, but the ones we like. Sometimes, just throw in some of the bad ones or like cult classics around Halloween time too. But yeah, those are pretty much mine there. Scorsese, Tarantino, Halloween, Friday the 13th, if there's a Friday the 13th, like, twice a year, usually I'll throw it on for one of the two Friday the 13th.
Good choices.
I'm excited for the TV spinoff though.
Yeah, me too. Adrian King's coming back. So it should be good.
That'll be good. And Brian Fuller. Is it Brian or Brad Fuller?
Yeah, we were talking about Armando Henry about anything that stuck out about the Oscars. We were talking about that before you guys came on.
I mean, I liked everybody who won. Like, I like that. I like the winners. I don't really have a problem with who won. I like that they added in the other nominees again. Like, because I know that was a big thing last year where I did like they put the editing, the production design, all that stuff. I did like they got their moments. Like,
everything was in. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why those parts I think stuck out to me the most. That I was like, okay, I appreciate it that they put that in because at least those people get to have like their few minutes to like say how much they appreciated working on whatever. Even though I didn't see all the movies, I did like those moments a lot.
I was really surprised by Jamie Lee Curtis winning.
Me too.
I wasn't mad at it, but just felt out of left field.
Yeah,
was surprised. But everything everywhere all at once, so it had all the momentum going in. So it felt like it was going to go that way, kind of leading into it. Yeah. And Brendan Fraser, I figured he was going to win for Best Actor, and he did. What did you guys think? Surprises, or do you think everything was going to win everything?
Did. Like, I think Angela Bassett should have got it. I think Logan and I are into that.
I think I would agree with that. Yeah, I would have preferred her.
And I was saying, people were busting on her for looking upset in the square when they announced the winner. I'm like, whatever. Like, she wanted to win. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why they're there to win. Yeah, that's honestly who I thought it would have went to. Just having to pick up from Chadwick Boseman passing away and carrying that film really. So I would have expected her to win, but it is what it is. We know about the Academy Awards. There's always things that happen that we don't see coming. Did you guys all watch the Chris Rock special or hear about some of the stuff he said about Will?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah,
I did. Yeah.
Did you watch
called him a bitch?
Yes.
The
Marlon Wayans special, the entire special was just him ripping on Will and Jada. That's the entire stand-up.
Really?
Like,
wow.
Chris saved it for the last 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The entirety of Marlon Wayans' stand-up was about the incident.
Now I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Just be warned. It's the entirety of the show is just making fun of the incident. That's it. Chris Rock kind of mixed other things into that special, but Marlon Wayans it's an hour just talking about that.
Yeah, I like the Chris Rock special though. Like it was good. Like I enjoyed it. I laughed at it. I mean, that's all I can say about it. I don't think it was my favorite one, but I did think it had some good bits in it that I thought. I think it's just because now like he's rich and successful. Like I guess it doesn't hit as hard like the bits that he did when he was younger. I think it was just it's just something different about it. But I didn't mind. I thought it was a unique way to do it live. And to like have it, like even messed up one of the Will and Jada jokes in the special, like which that was kind of refreshing to see, like just seeing like he clearly wrote the material, but it's like he's still like it's like he was still like kind of figuring stuff out in a way. But like I thought it worked, you know, like but at the same time he has rich people problems now. Like he's complaining about I don't want to be he doesn't want to be with an older woman because he's like, well, I gotta spend all this money on her. And if I get a younger woman, then all I just gotta do is buy her shoes and that's it or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard they took out that part that he messed up in like post.
Yeah, they did. That's what I heard too.
Yeah.
Which, you know, being live, it's more like when you're going to see a live band and they mess up, that's what happens. It feels natural, you know, everybody makes a mistake or says the wrong name or something.
Yeah.
So they should have left it in. I mean, you don't have to clean that up, but I guess I get it for Netflix, you know, they want to have it all cleaned up and everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of streaming services, I'm interested to see what Blockbuster is going to do because their website is live.
Yeah, I saw that. Somebody had an article about it, so checked it out. I'm like, what? They're returning in streaming format, maybe?
I know that Dish Network supposedly owns them, so maybe they're planning something.
Dish.
Yeah, Dish Network.
For $350 a month, you can watch. Isn't there one still open, right, in Oregon or something? One more Blockbuster?
Yeah, I think because they did that documentary about it.
Yeah,
I think it's in Oregon.
I mean, it'd be cool if they open up the stores again.
Yeah,
I'd be down.
That was actually a good documentary, the Blockbuster one, but
I
don't know why they felt the need Doug Benson had to be there, the comedian at Blockbuster.
Because I think I think I know why. It was on Netflix. They were like, "Oh, we heads are gonna watch this. That's synergy. That's corporate synergy. He's got a special coming up or something." And then they're like,
"Oh, that makes sense."
I feel like that's what it's. I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing. Yeah.
Anybody watch that Blockbuster Netflix show that they did? The series.
I heard it was
terrible. Watch it. I think it got canceled after like 3 weeks or something. Because everybody like on Twitter was talking about how bad it was. And I was like, I might watch it. And I was like, I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Wait, no, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. I feel like Netflix purposely made that to see, like, just to show people, like, see, Blockbuster is bad. That's why we have Netflix.
Oh, good job.
God awful show.
Yeah, Netflix is good. They just canceled too many shows for me. Like I've been trying to use Netflix more because I just ran out of stuff on Hulu. So surprisingly, I'm not using Hulu that much. But Netflix, I just watch whatever random things.
The stock just dropped, Armando.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. The stock dropped.
We were this close.
This close. Yeah, but I mean, they're good for like that's the difference with Blockbuster. Blockbuster was kind of it was the only show we had, so it was never like, oh, this was the best thing. It was the only thing we had, so it was not really a choice. But it never is kind of more or less the same, just in streaming form, because you get a certain amount of movies on there. You're not gonna get the thing you actually want to see. You get stuff that's there that you're like, okay, this is the stuff people talk about. And that's fine, like, because I'm probably going to be busy with whatever, and I have things to do, so I'm not going to, and there's only so many things in the world you can watch that I'm like, okay, then that's where they get you, because also Netflix is like, everybody has it now, you know? So I wonder if the Blockbuster streaming service happens. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with it. If it is a streaming service, I want to see what kind of fake shows they're going to have, because it's probably going to be a bunch of shows that you'll tell somebody you watched it, and they won't believe it exists. There's a lot of shows on streaming now will be on there, and you'll be like, I don't know what that is, and then you'll be like, oh, that's pretty good. I don't know. I'm just rambling. I don't really have an idea. It's just something that came to my head. But
I feel like it's coming back for nostalgia. That's what they're trying to capitalize off. Just the name.
Yeah, which is fine. But I mean, I kind of moved on. I didn't have that much nostalgia. I was spoiled enough that what I would do is I would just watch movies on like those free previews, or we'd get like a package for a few months record all the movies on a VHS, and then I just have them for months, and then that was kind of better than renting, to be honest with you. But I mean, everybody's different though.
Did you guys talk about Lance Reddick yet?
I was about to say that. Yes.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll wait for Logan to get back on that then. Just wondered if you guys had already talked about that. I will say, with what happens to his character in the movie, it's like made it even more bittersweet. Like, sucks that he passed. So out of left field, like I remember seeing the news and just like, what? Oh my God. Guy was in everything.
Yeah.
He was in a video. He was in Horizon that we were playing too. Yeah. And a lot of video games. No, I'm still haven't beat it. I got like 4 games going at the same time. So yeah, it's a slow go, but I'm still I'm planning on beating it.
Yeah, I beat
a little
that.
over halfway.
I beat that and God of War.
Oh, nice, man. Those both had a lot of levels, didn't they?
Yeah, like Horizon's a lot bigger because it's open worlds. God of War is open world, but it's sustained to like one part.
Right.
Yeah, but the stories in both of them, it's very interesting where they're going to go.
Mm-hmm.
There are versions of each of those stories.
Sorry, Jonathan Majors was at my door. He needed a place to stay.
I heard he's innocent.
And my
there's a bunch of witnesses.
My response was, "Don't punch me, champ."
Yeah, supposedly the girl made it all up.
No.
I know, hard to believe, right? But he has witnesses that sign statements and stuff. Supposedly he's supposed to be cleared. But this is all according to his attorney, so we'll have to see. But yeah. And you heard about Justin Roiland, all that stuff was made up too.
Dropped, right?
Jeez, after they canceled or fired him. It's so crazy how you lose everything.
He was made up?
Yeah, all the stuff was dropped and everything.
That.
Yeah.
I just heard it was dropped.
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Not like he isn't rich still, but still he got fired from his own creation.
Yeah. Jonathan Majors is still one of my new favorite actors, so it's like,
yeah.
Don't fuck up, man. I want to see
exactly.
King Dynasty, Secret Wars.
Yeah. Do what you got to do. Yeah, stay out of the public and keep your private life private, I guess. Yeah, who knows what happened, but
they just gave a release date to that movie where he plays a bodybuilder. So
I saw it's not going to be till the end of the year. What the hell?
Yeah, so it's an Oscar play. So I'm just, he's probably just going to lay low till then.
Yeah, after this.
He's not outside of Loki. I don't think he's going to be in anything else. So he'll just do his Loki promotions, and then he'll probably just go silent until Oscar season ends.
So Kevin, what you're saying is he needs to keep it low key after low key.
That was good.
Sorry.
What did everyone think of Ant-Man?
I thought it was a CGI movie. Superhero movie.
Down.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Cisco and Ebert. I'm no more than Mr. Nice.
I thought Majors was good in it, but
he was
sideways for me.
Everything else was pretty forgettable.
Yeah, I thought exactly. I didn't think it was. I think it was an okay movie, but it was forgettable.
Yeah,
100% forgettable.
Yeah.
Now, what did you think?
Ant-Man was Quantumania.
Okay, here's the thing. I like the movie for Kang. That's about it. But Ant-Man, I thought Marvel needs to get serious again, and I just feel like they're starting to lose their steam, honestly. But it's fast food cinema. Like Ant-Man, I'm like, I like this in the moment, but I'm not gonna remember this 2 months from now, 3 months from now. It's forgettable.
Yeah. It's exactly what we said. Like we all felt the same, yeah.
I think the Marvels is gonna suck. I think that's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, they keep pushing it back.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
I heard the test screenings were, terrible, and because you remember in Miss Marvel that Captain Marvel appears in her room. What I heard from the reports is that each time they use their powers, they cross over to each other's worlds. So say if Rambo uses her powers, she may fall into Miss Marvel's world, and she has to figure out where she is and everything. I don't know. I don't
like that. I don't like how that sounds. That sounds terrible.
But I think Guardians will be the return of Marvel.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be good.
that one's undoubtedly that's gonna be a good movie. I don't have any doubt
And
about
it's gonna show that, like, okay, we let him go, and now he's gonna go to DC, and this is what he's gonna give us in DC.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot the hero's name in DC, where he comes from a planet of superheroes, and he's lower tier in his world, but when he comes to our world, he's like incredibly strong because he's amongst humans, but then someone else comes from his world and he's actually challenged. Does anyone remember that hero?
No.
Bob would know, but I don't know.
Yeah. That's the one James Gunn project we're looking forward to the most out of the ones he mentioned.
I mean, it's going to be a step up either way. I mean, I like a lot of James. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, I've been like a James Gunn fan forever. I kind of just watch. I'm mostly just known for Guardians, but like I did enjoy like what he did. He makes those movies fun. Like he has his own vision to him, and like I said, like that's I think the problem with these Marvel movies and some of these other DC movies. I think people really are starting to feel like it's starting to feel like homework sometimes, and it's putting too much stuff. Like they're trying to rush to the next event. And you can't do that. You gotta do the one movie first, and yeah, you can put some post-credit scenes. That's fine, but like make a good movie. Importantly, that should be the main thing, and then you can think about, okay, let's spin off this thing or that thing.
That's true.
Yeah,
and I know Niall, that you liked Shazam, right?
I thought Shazam was awesome. I like Shazam: Fury of the Gods way more than the original movie. They give Freddy. I know Logan,
really,
Henry. I think you guys don't like it. I saw your review, but that's all right. But I love this Shazam movie way more than the original. I thought Freddy, this was his time to shine, and this is the most I think I've ever seen from that actor in any movie other than It. So I'm glad for that. Lucy Liu was very white yogurt, much there, but Helen Mirren I thought was really good. But I just thought this was a better movie than the original. It was more fun. It had more action. Logan, I thought you would like this, but you didn't mention it. The new Shazam movie has horror aspects. It's from the director of Lights Out, and you can see those horror aspects in Shazam, which I thought was really cool.
Oh wow.
And Zachary Levi Jeans, sorry, just had to say that. He hates The Rock. I don't know if you've been following the news. But
yeah.
Yeah.
He's been crying on Instagram about that. This movie is not successful. Though you have to go see this instead of John Wick 4 because Shazam is a family movie.
And you know what, Armando? I agree with him. It is a family movie. Whether you're 50 or 5, it's something you can enjoy. And I like the girl on the unicorn, and she's like, "Taste the rainbow." And I just thought it was really funny.
Yeah, I thought it was good for what it was. Yeah, I just thought, like you mentioned, Lucy Liu, kind of cardboard cutout. But Freddie I liked seeing his character. I just thought it was weird that they shifted the focus and didn't really pay attention to Batson and how different Batson's personality is compared to Shazam. It's like two totally different people. I didn't like how they tried to sync those two up. It didn't work too well. But overall, it was a fun movie. It's just I don't think that
you're right for that.
Yeah, right for that. I don't think it deserved as low a box office or anything like that. I think it kind of got the marketing. I think wasn't too great for it. I think that hurt it a lot. And all this talk about all the drama with The Rock and everything, I don't think helped it either. So, yeah.
Yeah, according to Zachary Levi, they were supposed to have a Black Adam cameo at the end of the movie. I don't want to spoil the ending of the movie because the ending of the movie, like even as a DC fan, I'm like, it doesn't really make much sense with what they're doing. But anyway, they wanted Black Adam or something to have like a crossover. And apparently The Rock was like just so upset. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And that's why Zachary Levi was like just crying about it. I think The Rock has it all wrong. He thinks Black Adam is like Batman and Superman, and he's going to be a part of the Justice League, but that's not who the character is.
Wrong. He's a villain.
But he doesn't see it like that. I was just going to say he's someone it's funny because you're in the movie, but you don't know the comics. Like, clearly, you're just a movie star. You're not an actor.
He would be a good villain. He should just let it go. But I know he has a thing like he doesn't want to be beaten on screen, and that it's just that's going to destroy his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people are going to grow tired of it. He's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to see a Rock movie, but I wonder who's going to win.
Exactly.
That was kind of what it's the closest I've seen, and I thought he was really good in it. It's the only time he allowed himself was to be vulnerable. Is I liked him in those that Central Intelligence movie where he's like supposed to be a nerd. Yeah, that one was not bad because like Kevin Hart is in it, and they like work good together because there's a Jumanji movies too. Like those are like the only times that like he like doesn't he allows himself to be kind of goofy and like have some kind of personality because everything else it's like, no, I gotta be the most badass guy ever, and like I gotta beat up everybody, which is fine, but like you do it long enough, it kind of I think it gets repetitive.
Digimon Hansu was actually really funny.
Yeah,
like with Freddy, and he's like, "All right, Freddy, let's go, Jeff." And then he's like, "You called me Jeff, you just called me Freddy." I thought it was funny.
I think the Flash is going to be it because another movie I've heard that the test screenings are terrible is Aquaman. I heard the test screenings are not that good in Aquaman. So Flash may be it, and then that's going to be handed over to the gun.
And then it's not even a spoiler at this point. I think they should have kept it a secret, but Wonder Woman is in the movie.
Yes,
they're putting that into advertisement. So now they're using Wonder Woman to sell Shazam, which once again is bad marketing.
It's the second time Wonder Woman has been used in marketing where it should have been a secret.
Yeah.
Like in Batman vs Superman, that should have been a secret. That would have been an amazing reveal in the theater. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, the marketing departments need to wake up and stop putting all these spoilers and everything. So I don't even want to watch trailers anymore. They ruin 75% of the movies.
That's what they
like I'm afraid to watch the new Evil Dead trailer because I feel like some of it's going to be spoiled.
They did that with 65. Like the directors are pissed that they spoiled the aspect of like it's about dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I was supposed to see 65 actually.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, I just read that article that they were pissed. Yeah, so Lance Reddick, what are your favorite roles of him?
The Wire, Lost.
The Royals. Yeah, Wire.
Those are two that come to mind.
I liked him in Fringe, that show from J.J. Abrams. Him and Anna Torv and Josh Jackson back in the day. He was really good in that. He was
okay. Sorry.
Yeah, Fringe.
He's Zeus in the new Percy Jackson, so I wonder who they're going to recast. Yeah.
Damn.
And I personally liked him in. I thought he was great in American Horror Story. He was in Coven. He was the voodoo dude.
Yeah.
He looked really cool
in that season.
I forgot about that. It was great.
Yeah, I forgot about it too until I researched like what else was he. And I'm like, oh yeah, he was the voodoo guy in that show.
I remember him in Lost in the episodes with John Locke. From that, I remember seeing him in that. So that's why he worked with J.J. Abrams again on Fringe. But yeah, everything he was in, he just felt like really authentic. He was never like the major, the top star or anything. But whenever he showed up on screen, he, it gave the movie, I don't know how to say it, just felt like you were watching something good when he was in it. His projects that he picked were always really solid. He did a good mix of stuff. Science fiction and being in The Wire, working with David Simon, he was great in that. And then all the video games that he was in, Destiny, Horizon, he always had that commanding voice. So
yeah, it makes me forgive him for Resident Evil.
Yeah, we talked a lot about that.
When he looks like Blade in the one scene.
He was also in The Guest with Micah Monroe and Dan Stevens.
Oh,
That's how I think I first knew about him.
What was he in that? What did he play in that movie? Was he like one of the agents? Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like that was kind of his niche, playing like an agent of some sort,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he passed away, I basically put the clip from The Wire when he's just like, this is bullshit.
Yeah,
like that's how I feel about him dying.
Yeah,
but he was a great actor. I'm gonna miss him. It's a shame that he didn't get bigger.
Yeah, he was. He was good in the Eric Andre show. He had a small bit.
He was.
Yeah, he was.
I heard about that. I saw a clip. He like punched through a table or something.
Yeah, something like
awesome.
that. Yeah. Yeah, he's like shirtless at one point, just starts doing like lines from some play. I think it's Shakespeare or something. And apparently he like when he was on that episode, like Eric Andre was like really intimidated by it. Like he was shocked because he was the one who came up with the ideas for all the stuff he did in the episode. And he said like no actor had ever done that really. Like they just kind of participate. And he was like surprised by all the stuff he was like doing on screen. Like because usually he's like unfazed by this, but like since he was like doing all this stuff, he just caught him by surprise on screen.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, there was the guys who did John Wick said he was his scenes were shot first, and they were kind of intimidated because he's an established actor, but he was very his collaboration skills were great. He's like, yeah, this is how you do it, and they kind of like they eased into the directing the entire movie because of such a good experience with him. Yeah. He's a professional, which was pretty cool.
I even liked him in Bob should be here for this. He was good on Oz. He played like a cop that was undercover, and then he like also was like pretending to be like a Jamaican criminal at one point.
Oh,
and then
wow.
and then I think it was something like he had to make sure his cover wasn't blown. He like threw a guy down the elevator or something like that.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Yeah. That his part I remember was really crazy on it.
It's too bad he died. I wanted to see him more in that show that they're doing for Amazon, the Continental. That would have been great for him to reprise that. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah,
yeah. Because I think it was supposed to go to Stars, and then they're like, no, it's on Peacock now. And I think it had like some kind of coming soon thing somewhere on some site, but yeah. But he would have been cool on that. He was great in John Wick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. After you guys see 4, you'll understand more. But yeah, he has, what happens in the film's pretty big with his character, and same with Winston's. It's kind of leading into what's going to happen next, kind of a thing. But yeah, a lot of surprises in John Wick 4 too.
I always thought he would have made a great Lex Luthor if they wanted to change the race.
Hell yeah!
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
It would have been great. Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good idea. I'm kind of sad he's really gone.
Yeah.
Right. Even thinking about it, I know we said Giancarlo Esposito for Professor Xavier. He would have been a pretty badass Professor Xavier too.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yeah.
So did you guys understand what I was saying about that? Because Logan was a little confused.
Yeah, I got it.
I think so. Right, yeah, well, like Honorary kind of what would work with A24 kind of horror movie from back in the day. They'd release it nowadays if it came out today. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, when you name your film, I want you to also say what the trailer, because in most trailers they have the word A24 in something like in Lamb. It was the sheep in the shape of A24. Mm-hmm. So, what would they have? I'm gonna go with the good son.
There you go.
You're right.
And the rocks where he dies and he falls onto the rocks. That it would say A24. That's my pick.
Huh.
Yeah.
The good son is a good one. That is very A24-ish.
I've got one. I'm gonna have to go with Cronenberg's Scanners. Like A24. I can see that. Like the guy's head blowing up.
And the guts of the head would be A24.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically anything Cronenberg.
I feel like on any kind of scene in Videodrome, like if they show like the TVs or something, you could put the A24 thing on like a TV somewhere in the background.
For some reason, I don't know, 13 Ghosts is coming into my head. I could see him doing something kind of like that. That'll
actually
sci-fi horror.
That'd be a great A24 remake.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'd love to see that. Yeah, that was a cool science fiction horror back in the day. And what would they use for that? I don't know. Maybe when the horse gets cut into sections, they could do something with the A24. I don't know. Something cool with that. Maybe the logo itself gets split up.
Yeah.
Dissected.
One film that came to mind for me was Living and Loathing in Las Vegas. That's kind of A24-ish. When he smokes that long cigarette, the smoke just says A24.
I was thinking if he opens up that briefcase of drugs.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And like all the drugs are rearranged in A24.
Yours is better. I like that.
Yes.
Or the bats in the desert,
Oh, the bats, yeah.
like A24. That kind of goes into the next topic with the psychedelic drugs. Fear and Loathing.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be in that list.
That was my pick for sure. Right when I saw the question, I'm like, yeah, but
when they're walking in the casino, and he's like tiptoeing. It's hard to walk in this muck. And he's like like the floor is like flowing. Yeah.
Is that the part where he's doing uppers, downers, ethers, sniffers?
Screamers, laughter. Yeah. Yeah. I said natural born killers during that whole scene when they're like hallucinating and seeing all this weird stuff, like with the devil, and that always stood out to me. That really trippy scene.
I don't
Several
remember
scenes
that.
in that movie.
I haven't seen that probably since it was released. I need to rewatch that.
Some crazy scenes. Oliver Stone. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Leprechaun. I don't know what number it is when he goes to Vegas.
I think it's part 3.
Remember that one?
I think it's 3. Yeah, it might be.
I don't know, like when he cuts the magician in half using the chainsaw when the magician's in the casket, and he pulls apart the two parts of the casket, and you see like the guts.
Yeah.
Like, when I was a kid, that freaked me out. That's mine.
Honestly, maybe the Blair Witch Project. I feel like it has kind of that very like low key feel, like those movies that they put out, like the horror stuff.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
A24.
Even the logo from the Blair Witch looks like A24 a little bit, like they can bend it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it would just be trees. It would be the tree branches.
Yeah, you could just use that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like Midsummer, with the font and everything.
Right.
It's kind of similar.
Yeah.
Also, maybe the original Candyman, I thought had like A24 vibes.
Yes.
Yeah, that can work too.
Now obviously it would just be the bees.
What about the Doors for psychedelic drugs? The movie.
That was
for sure. Another Oliver Stone.
Yeah, that movie's a whole trip.
You're all a bunch of slaves.
What an awesome performance! He really captured Jim Morrison.
Did I tell you the story when I said I was Jim Morrison?
I don't think so.
I want to hear it.
No, it's not a good story, but no, it's not a good story at all. But this guy was trying to like sell something, like the people who go door to door just trying to sell you timeshares or whatever. And he's like, "Yeah, I just need your name." And I'm like, "Well, I don't want to write my real name down," so I told him my name was Jim Morrison. And then he's like the guy from the Doors, and I'm like, "Yeah." And then I actually wrote down Jim Morrison, and I gave him the paper, and he never came back again.
It's like Office Space now. It's like you're not related to that singer guy. You make it's just a coincidence. You think There Will Be Blood would be A24's?
Probably.
Well, probably.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even Prisoners with Paul Dano. I know it's not an old movie, but it had A24 vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've got a movie I just watched I could see A24. The Burbs. Tom Hanks movies. Yeah. Because it's kind of quirky Joe Dante movie. The guy did Gremlins. I could see A24 doing that. Something like that.
If Kubrick was today, any of his movies would be for A24.
Yeah,
The Shining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
For sure.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket, yeah. Any Kubrick film would be, going to A24.
Yeah. I was thinking The Shining, like when he's walking through the snow, like as he's walking, you see A24 in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
Footprints.
Or even the carpet, right?
Right. Or even one of the shrubs with the maze, something like that.
The twins, somehow. Then in the hall. Yeah, any Kubrick would definitely see that.
Very Bad Things, I think, would be A24. You see Very Bad Things?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I like that movie. It's been I saw it once, like a long time ago.
Comedy.
It's a crazy movie.
Don't they make out in the pool? Is that? Am I thinking of the right one?
Yeah, they killed a hooker. That's what.
Oh, that's right.
Because I think, is it Favreau? Yeah, he's like banging her. And it's like on the back of the bathroom door. There's a place to like hang a coat.
Oh yeah.
And like he slams her against the door and like impale what's his name? Maury for Goodfellas died.
Right.
It's like the one spot in the back of your head. If you
Right.
get punctured, you're dead.
Right. I feel like any David Lynch movie would fit. Like the Twin Peaks movie would
Mulholland
fit.
Drive.
Yeah, all of them would fit.
For sure.
He's a good actor.
What's going on? Yeah, he's a good actor. Yeah,
I liked him in The Fabelmans. He was on Louis.
Yeah,
kind of played the same role as like an executive.
I remember. Yeah, he was good on Louis. I remember that. Yeah,
he's like, okay, champ. That's short for champion.
It's crazy because like one of the first things I remember David Lynch was on, like as an actor, was he was on the Cleveland Show for like 3 seasons as like the bartender. Yeah, he's just there, and he's just the bartender at like the local bar, and like it's him. It's not like he's not on every episode, but he was like kind of consistently on that show like for like until it was over. He was pretty funny on it too, just doing his typical weird stuff. But I liked him on that.
Show me the funny. 1, 2, 3, funny. Go.
Movies and TV shows we're looking forward to the spring, upcoming month.
Yeah. Speaking of A24, Beau is Afraid.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking to.
Yeah.
That'll be a must see for me for sure.
Yeah.
Air. I really want to see Air.
Oh yeah, the Ben Affleck movie. Looks good. Did you hear that Jordan requested Viola Davis?
That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
I love that casting too. Yeah, I remember seeing his mom back in the day. They look alike. Makes sense. She's a great actress.
Oh, they do look alike.
Oh,
that's cool.
Kevin, are you gonna watch that Florence Pugh Morgan Freeman movie?
Zach Braff flick?
Of course I am. What kind of question is that?
Honestly, I am too. It looks good. I like Zach Braff movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like Morgan Freeman. Obviously, I like Florence Pugh, and I never saw the second one he did. I forgot the name. Joey King's in it.
Wish I Was Here.
Yes, I never saw that one.
Yeah,
but I liked Garden State a lot.
I liked it. Yeah, I love Garden State. But I haven't seen it in years. But I just like that was one of those ones. If you watched it at the right time, you're like, hold on, it just hits you very in the right places.
In that movie, he's like, you didn't kill yourself. He's like,
yeah.
Really? That wasn't you? No, that wasn't me.
I still jam the Garden State soundtrack every now and then. It's still good.
Yeah, it's a good soundtrack. It's a really good soundtrack.
Wish You Were Here was really good too. It was like an older version of the character from Garden State, basically.
Yeah.
That was a good flick.
Oh, is that the Bateman and Corey Stoll? Or is that, I'm thinking of something different, I think.
No. Wish You Were Here, it's, he had like a daughter.
Josh Gad's in it.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey King plays the daughter. Jim Parsons in it.
Yeah, he had a few people from Garden State in it.
Yeah.
His dad was the guy from Homeland. Can't think of his name.
Andy
Patinkin.
Patinkin, yeah.
There you go.
Mandy Patinkin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth a watch.
When's that come out? In April? The new one?
No, it came out this weekend.
Oh, it's already out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's wide next weekend or something like that. Like for everybody else, I don't know. Like in general, they said it's opening in select cities and then wide everywhere else, apparently.
I'm super excited tonight. The Yellow Jackets, and you got Succession. Returning, the final season of Succession. So that's what I'm really excited for.
Yeah.
Is that, it started or is it like?
Tonight starts.
Tonight
it starts.
8 o'clock, yeah.
8 o'clock, final season.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was going for like 2 weeks already.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Nope, starts tonight. So we'll see the Roy family, see how that all ends.
Yeah.
Yellow Jacket season 2, which we got Lauren Ambrose from Servant. It's in the new season. Got Elijah Woods in it, so it's gonna be a bunch of people. Super Mario Brothers comes out April 5th. I'm fucking excited for that.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
Taking my
sure.
kid to see that one for sure.
Same here, definitely. Evil Dead Rise. I mean, obviously, I think everybody's looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We got our tickets. We're seeing that Thursday night. Beyond excited.
I think Jane Levy will show up in this one.
Didn't you
think so?
The picture or something?
I thought I saw her in the trailer, but somebody told me I was just saying things.
Okay. Well, I hope you're correct on that, because I just watched 2013 because it had been a while last week, so I'm ready for the new one. Not that it'll continue that on, but if she does pop up, I'll be like, oh yeah, now I remember what happened in that one. Mia.
I was laughing at that screening to that guy in the audience.
Oh yeah,
this movie fucking sucks. Get out of here, Bruce Campbell. Get out of here. Doesn't matter whatever comes out. I'll always support Evil Dead. TV, movies, action figures, video games. Always support it.
Someone wants to do a cartoon with him, I heard.
Yeah.
With Bruce Campbell, yeah. I forgot what person said that. They're like, yeah, we want to do in cartoon form.
If they got the right animation team and could make it look awesome and like took it seriously and not like trying to dull it down or anything, that'd be cool to see that in animated form. That'd be fun.
Maybe like Adult Swim or something.
Something like that, yeah. There you go.
I got this for my birthday.
Cool.
Stupid fucking camera. Can't see it.
Let's see it now.
Army of Darkness.
Oh, it's one of those figures?
It's got the two heads.
Yep, from Army of Darkness. To my office.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Rachel got it for me, sister-in-law. So I'm like, hell yeah. Hang it up in my office. Anyways.
Where did you get that? Or where did she get it?
She got it online somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Needful Things, the company. They make a little action figures, like custom ones.
Okay.
So look
It
it
looks
up.
good though.
And then me and Logan had mentioned this. Salem's Lot was scheduled like the same day, but it hasn't like got pushed yet or anything, but we're assuming it's not going to come out obviously this month, but it's kind of weird that they haven't announced a new date or anything.
That's not even something.
They haven't dropped a new trailer for it yet. They dropped a poster, I think, and that was it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's the director Dauberman.
Yeah.
What did he work in? Like The Conjuring?
Yeah, one of the Annabelle movies, I think.
Okay.
Gary Dauberman.
Oh, Peter Pan and Wendy comes out too.
Oh yeah, on Disney Plus, I think. Yeah.
How many fucking movies are they gonna make about this?
It's gotta be better than Wendy. Wendy was fucking terrible.
I can't keep track.
And that's Mila Jovovich's daughter who plays Wendy.
Oh yeah, the one who was in Black Widow.
Yeah. But the only thing that movie has for it is David Lowery, who did the
Green Knight guy.
Yeah, But I just think that he's going to be too restricted to Disney standards, and it's not going to be good.
I can see that. Yeah.
But he's the only thing that I may be good about that movie, but I don't know. I'll let you Law as Captain Hook. That's good casting. We'll see though.
Yeah. We gotta stop doing these though. It's like the thing with Pinocchio. Like last year was like all the Pinocchio movies. So I guess now it's like we gotta do more Peter Pan movies.
I just saw Pinocchio. The Del Toro one was fantastic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you see the Poster one?
What
no,
you
I'll
thinking?
never watch that.
Yeah, don't. Awful.
And I only watched like 15 minutes of the Disney one, and that was it. That's all. I'm like, I'm good.
Man.
I don't see this.
I don't know what Zemeckis is doing anymore.
I heard they basically animated the pile of shit really well. It's a shot, and there was rumors that it was the animator's way of saying like this project is garbage. Yeah, they were saying some podcasts I was listening to that like Robert Zemeckis still thinks that IMAX is like really a big thing, especially with the part with the fox, how the fox like moves towards the camera and kind of like puts his face. It's like, yeah, it doesn't work at home video. Maybe it would have worked at IMAX, but it just looks stupid.
Yeah.
Just retire. Zemeckis.
I think he has another one coming out.
What is it?
I don't know. I know they want to remake Death Becomes Her with Kate Hudson and Anne Hathaway and Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. would obviously play
Jack Nicholson's character,
the Bruce Willis character.
or Bruce Willis, sorry.
Yeah. Mike, it's just what it's it would just be what's that movie with Anne Hathaway and Kate Hudson where they're getting married on the same day or something?
Bride Wars.
Bride Wars.
Yeah, it's this Bride Wars. Like that's all it's gonna be.
A few other things coming out this spring. Jedi Survivor video game, 28th.
Yeah, I need to pre-order that. You get a $10 gift card if you do it on Best Buy.
Nice. I
Yeah.
got to order that.
Me
The other
too.
game was amazing. Cal Kestis returning, Cameron Monaghan. Then May we got Guardians 3.
Kevin Armando, did you guys see Scream?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Scream
did.
6?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It was
The
good.
twist was a little stupid, a little
Yeah, agreed.
an
Yeah.
overreach, but
It was fun. Like
It was good.
I didn't mind it. Yeah, it was a good time.
it was better. I liked it better than the Scream 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
me too.
sure. For sure.
Yes.
They
Much
fixed a
better.
lot of the issues, and then going to New York is probably the best thing they can do, the franchise.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was new and refreshing, not the same old shit.
And I
Yeah.
think Ortega and her sister, I don't know the sister's name. I think they have very good chemistry.
Yeah,
They're
they're
really good.
they were really annoying in part 5, but they're
Yeah,
much better in part 6.
Agreed.
I think just the new setting just helped a lot too. So it wasn't just
Montreal.
yeah.
I'm like,
that's the thing.
I said to
Everybody-
Logan, I'm like,
Yeah.
this is too clean to be New York. The people are too racist on the subway. There's not
Yeah.
anyone coming into the subway car saying, "Excuse me, I have an announcement. Can someone give me 5 cents?"
No kidding.
Yeah, I had nothing to really go off of. I've never been to New York City, so I just
Yeah, that was the same thing for me. I just was like, that just looked like a city to me. I was like, oh, this
Mhm.
I can't believe it's New York, even because I've never been there.
I
Right.
do like with these new Scream movies, they kind of put a twist on the opening because, like, the
Mhm.
first one, not the first one,
Yes.
but Scream 5. Jenna Ortega was the opening kill, but she survives, and in this one, the killer of who kills Samara Weaving
Yeah,
gets
Mhm.
killed shortly
Right.
after. I like
Yeah.
the
That was
twist
cool.
on the opening. It's cool.
Yeah.
I love that opening and what they did with that. That was cool. Like they show
Yeah.
his face like right from the get-go, and then you're like, wait,
Mhm.
he's not the killer. That was
Mhm.
cool.
I know, I like how they brought Samara Weaving because she was in
Ready or
Ready
not.
or not.
yes, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Ready
yeah.
or not, here I
Here
go.
I come. You can't hide. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up Scream 6 for sure. Own that one. That's awesome. I really enjoyed it. We'll see. Maybe Nev will come back for the next one. She sat this one out.
She liked it.
I
They
thought I
said
read
that,
something
she
about
saw it,
that.
like,
Yeah.
she liked it. She thought it was good. So hopefully, that will encourage her to come back.
Right. I think it was just a monetary kind of issue. She felt like she
Yeah.
wasn't making enough, so she didn't do it. So
Wait, everyone saw
Yeah.
it, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. It reminded me of the second one because the second Scream because in the third one, the killer's like, if the events of the second movie weren't part of my plan, it was just a nice little ripple effect. And that's what this reminded me of because
yeah.
right.
it was it was the father and the brother and sister of
Yeah,
Quaid's character.
yeah,
Yeah.
So it reminded me of the second one a little bit. So
Yeah.
I liked it. But like I don't know, like the guy, the twin who got stabbed, I'm like, there's no way he should be alive.
Yeah.
I got stabbed like 20 times by like 3 different people.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
girl, there's no
Oh,
way
yeah,
the
it's
girl
okay.
would be strong enough to kill how she did either. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
unbelievable. But that's what you get. I like
And I
the nods to
the
other
ladder scene.
movies. I was just saying I liked the nods to the other movies when they're in the subway, all the different masks
Yes.
and whatnot. That was
Yeah.
cool.
And I
They
like
had the Babadooks back there.
Yeah, I noticed the Babadook too. Yeah, cool.
That movie was fucking brutal too. There's a lot of
Yes.
great kill. They upped the gore for sure.
yeah,
Like
I like the ladder sequence when they had to go across the ladder to the
Mhm.
apartment. That was cool.
yes, it's a good scene.
And the death that happened, that like she smacked her face right into the dumpster.
Oof. Yeah.
That was brutal. Yeah, it was a lot brutal. Yeah, I like the kills in this one. It was very good.
I never thought I would say I'd like a Scream movie, but here we are.
Well,
You
after
think
the first one, right?
Well, after the first one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sequel, I mean.
gotcha.
Sequel.
Yeah,
You think Emma Roberts comes back in the next one?
Please no.
No.
probably.
I liked Hayden Panettiere too. She was good as Kirby.
Yeah.
Returning. She was my favorite character in the fourth one, so
Mhm.
Yeah.
that was cool.
She works for the FBI now.
Yeah.
Totally believable.
Yeah, I
Off
like
with
when,
10.
yeah, I like when Courtney Cox, she was like, "Oh, she's like, you work for the FBI, you look like a zygote."
Yeah, that zygote, you got the injections from your face there from that
Yeah.
zygote.
I don't know what Courtney Cox is doing to her face. Jesus Christ, that was scary. That was like a Scream mask.
Yeah, exactly.
Like she was beautiful. I don't know why these actresses do that to themselves. Like they totally destroyed their faces.
Yeah, they don't.
They think wrinkles are like they're just gonna, I don't know, they're afraid of wrinkles. It's like, come on, you're gonna get lines on your face if you naturally have to move your face when you smile.
Yeah.
When you're,
Mhm.
blocking
Show
out the
any
sun, you have to
expression.
squint your eyes. Yeah, it's like it's
Mhm.
natural. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know what was worse, the face of Courtney Cox in this one or the haircut of Courtney Cox in
Part
the third
3.
one. Yeah, with the bangs. Of course.
One other movie that comes out in April that we forgot to mention is that Renfield one that I've been seeing a lot of previews for lately. So we'll see how that is. I don't know. It looks like it can be
Yeah,
a
that
decent
that
comedy.
trailer, every time it's revealed that Dracula is Nick Cage, at least 4 or 5 people in the audience, because the trailer runs every movie
Yeah,
I've
it
seen.
does.
Yeah.
Like people
Yeah.
cheer or clap and like, oh my god, that's awesome. Like Nick Cage is the perfect person to play Dracula.
For sure. I'm interested. I definitely want to check it out.
You guys want to go talk about what you guys have been watching since it's the last podcast is in January, I think, February.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we watched a lot since then.
Yeah, I finished The Last of Us. I saw Operation Fortune, the Guy Ritchie movie.
How was it?
It was pretty good actually, but it's a movie you've seen 100 times. But it's Guy Ritchie. That's why I like it. And I'm just glad Guy Ritchie is back to doing what he's known for instead of working with Disney and Aladdin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you've seen this heist movie a million times.
He did,
Forget the actor's name. Josh Hartnett from
yeah.
The Faculty. Yeah, he's really good with Hugh Grant. They have amazing chemistry. Like, I would like to see a spin-off with just those two characters if they decide to do it.
Did you see Hugh Grant during the Oscars?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was great. I love that.
Yeah. The most honest person there.
Yeah, so I want to basically say, since in my 7 Kevin review, I want to talk about Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. Did everyone see that?
Not yet.
Yeah, I saw that.
What'd you think?
It was okay.
I thought it was
I
awesome.
like it, but it's
And Regina Hall was great in that movie. I know I said Regina King in the review, but Regina Hall was fantastic. So if Regina Hall's listening, Regina, you're great. I also liked Armando, you saw the Pornhub documentary, right?
Oh yeah, I did. I watched that. Yeah.
I recommend this movie called Pleasure.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that. Yeah, it's
graphic. Like,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you see a vagina and you see a dick within the first 5 minutes, like full frontal.
Wow.
And this doesn't let up.
Whoa.
have my attention.
And I also saw Vengeance from BJ Novak from the
How
Office.
is that? I saw that advertised on Prime. Cool.
I thought Roy Holbrook was very good in that movie. He's playing the tough guy, but he's kind of playing like an idiot at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashton Kutcher is very good in that movie too. So I recommend that movie. Duel with Karen Gillian and Aaron Paul.
Weird.
Oh yeah, I watched that too, Kevin. I like that movie.
Yeah, it was cool. It's different.
Movie. Yeah, it's different. Exactly.
I like how everyone had the same like very like dry delivery.
Yeah, like at first I was like, I don't know what's going on with this, but I think once it kept going and I got more used to it. Like, but it really works for what it's doing.
And the ending was cool. The twist at the end was cool.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't say it in case the other guys want to watch it.
Yeah.
And 13 Lives, which is like the ultimate dad movie. It's on Amazon. Viggo Mortensen, Colin Farrell, Joel Egerton, about the guys who saved the soccer team who got trapped in the caverns.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, people keep talking about this movie. I kind of want to watch.
Yeah, it's a dad movie, but it's good. I liked it. Enjoyed it. It was good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I don't know. I thought After Sun was kind of overrated.
What is?
Oh, After Sun.
After Sun.
Have you heard of that one? Yeah, the guy Paul Mescal was nominated for Best Actor this year, and it's about him and his daughter go for vacation for like a week. And he's just like a fuck up, and he's trying not to like mess up for his daughter's sake. And in the future, you find out the daughter and him lose contact after this vacation. He kind of gives up and he succumbs to like his vices. But the movie's about like the week-long vacation, and I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was incredible.
Mm.
Yeah, that's about it from my end.
And he's going to be in Gladiator, right? I think he got cast based on that. Yeah,
he's a good actor. I liked it. Yeah, I like him. He was good.
I watched a lot.
I'm the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, you season 4, part 1 and 2 we reviewed. Ant-Man. Outer Banks season 3, terrible. I was really excited.
Really?
Outer Banks, yeah, the new season. We binged it. Netflix, really shitty season. Other 2 seasons I really enjoyed, so it's let down. Cocaine Bear, love that.
Yeah, I like that one too.
That one was fun as hell.
Yeah, it's what it is, but it worked. Yeah.
I've actually watched it twice now, so I enjoy it. The Whale we talked about earlier, 1923 season 1, which was pretty good. Mandalorian, the new season. Mandalorian new season I've been watching. Ghostbusters 1 and 2, watched that with my son for the first time. I'm seeing that. Creed 3 was awesome. Scream 6 we talked about. I just finished the first season of Ted Lasso, which I really enjoyed. Surprisingly, I don't like soccer, but it's a damn good show. Shazam 2, Lucky Hank with Bob Odenkirk on AMC. The new show is pretty good.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like I like the vibe of it.
Me too. It was at first it's hard to get used to him playing a different character outside of Saul.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
But once you get over that, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
John Wick, I just watched that, and then Yellow Jackets. I'm gonna start tonight, the new season, and then I beat Hogwarts Legacy on PS5.
Now with Creed 3, did you think I felt that Jonathan Majors should have been in 2 movies? I think the conflict should have been spread amongst 2 movies. I think it was too quick.
I don't know. I thought it was okay. The way it was.
I don't know. I love Jonathan Majors. That's why I wanted to see his rise and beat up a couple of guys Creed basically fight someone else, and then the next movie they would have their big rematch. I thought it was too fast.
I could see that, but I thought it was pretty good. Michael B. Jordan did a good job directing it.
Mine are pretty much the same as Logan's, give or take a few. So
I saw Smile too, with Baby Bacon. I forget her name.
Sosie.
Sosie, there you go.
Did you like it?
Baby Bacon.
Oh, I thought it was good. Yeah.
I thought it was like a rapper or something. Like Baby Bacon.
No, I thought it was good though. It reminded me like of a B movie, but I actually kind of like it.
Is that A24? Smile?
No.
That's not A24. No,
See, that feels like an A24 movie.
It does.
It
I
does
think it's
actually, yeah.
I think it's like Paramount.
It is Paramount, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And remember that kid from Jennifer's Body who was also in that terrible Nightmare on Elm Street remake?
Yes.
Kyle Gafflin.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's in the movie. I did not recognize him. He has a mustache.
Right?
Yeah. I did not know that was him until I really looked at him, and I had to look it up.
Oh, another show we finished, Servant, the finale. M. Night's TV show on Apple TV Plus. That was pretty damn good.
That was good?
Mm-hmm.
It's only 3 seasons?
4 seasons.
4 seasons, okay.
Yeah, it just ended a few weeks ago. I give it a shot. It's a good show. It's out there. It's unique.
Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about. I wrote a review for it. Alice Darling. Anna Kendrick's in the movie. Like it was all right. It was fine. it was like an hour and 24 minutes, that movie. It's a very, very short movie, but it was all right. Don't rush to see it.
I just remember, Kevin, I watched that you always talk about it. I finally watched The Assistant with
I know you didn't like it.
Yeah, it was okay. I think I appreciated it more than I could say I loved it, but I think she was really, really good in it.
Yeah, Gardner was good, right?
Yeah, she was really
very good.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen, as I said, Ozark or Inventing Anna, but just based upon that movie, I think she's a good actress.
Yeah.
So I want to watch those other two things.
Yeah. Yeah, she was really good. Like that movie was very slow. Like I didn't mind it though. It was okay. Like in general, I was not like in love with it, but I appreciated like what it was trying to, especially like kind of when all the Weinstein stuff was going on, like how it parallels with that, like how the story of it like kind of came together, like how it like you can see how the idea kind of came together. Like, what if this girl was like there when all this stuff was going on? And like she doesn't do a lot in it. She's very like she's
afraid, and it's all facial acting, and that's
all facial acting. Yeah,
yeah, you can sense what she's feeling based upon her facial acting. And that's why I love that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. I thought that was good. And I watched a Knock at the Cabin because it was on Peacock. I like that movie. I was surprised by how much I liked that movie. Because I'm weirdly like the last few weeks I've been watching like Shyamalan stuff more recently because it's on whatever service I have. So I watched Knock at the Cabin. I like that one. But Batista was really good in it. It's like a very weird.
Yeah, I thought it was okay, but I really like Batista's the best actor out of wrestlers.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really like I think he's I think again it's that thing we say about The Rock, like he's good because he lets himself like be very vulnerable.
Yes.
Like that helps a lot, you know. Like that's why he's so good at like so many different types of things, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Him and Cena. I think Cena's good, and especially comedic. He's got the good comedic timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Batista for sure, drama and pretty much anything he's put him in. He takes it seriously.
Yeah.
So
The Rock. The Rock's next project is like he's the assistant to Santa Claus, and Santa Claus is played by J.K. Simmons. It's a Netflix movie coming out in December.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I'll watch it, but not expecting much.
Oh, I also watched. I watched it with my mom because she got very into it. We finished Mayor of Kingstown. Logan or Henry, I don't know if you guys caught up with it.
we were caught up. Yeah, we just reviewed it last week.
Yeah, I really like that. I really like that show.
Yeah.
And you've seen the other one with Stallone, right?
Yeah, I saw Tulsa King. Yeah, that one I finished.
I watched that one too.
Yeah.
People at work are talking about it.
Yeah, I like the Taylor Sheridan shows. They're fun to watch. Like they grew on me because at first I was like, I'm not into the Western thing, but like I do like how it kind of feels like I was talking to somebody about, or I heard somebody talk about, like it feels like old school like dramas, like 80s dramas you used to watch, where it's not like a show you watch for like, oh, you're gonna expect like, oh, every episode's a cliffhanger necessarily, but kind of watch it for the characters and like all the stuff that's gonna like for the atmosphere and the environment and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like a modern like Dallas or Dynasty.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, but I like that show. It's really good. And I like I feel like I was like whatever with Jeremy Renner for that show, and I was surprised when I started watching. I was like, yeah, no, he's like really good on that show.
Yeah, we didn't care for the second season as much as the first, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. I think I'm about the same.
Oh, the shout out. Everyone's seen it. I caught out, I watched the entire show, but I was saying before that, if you haven't seen Sopranos, I assume the four of you have seen Sopranos.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything. It's incredible. James Gandolfini's pissed that he's gone because that character was incredible. But yeah, anyone who's not watched Sopranos out there like me, it took them 21 years to watch it. It's great.
So did you watch Many Saints after that then? Like after you
I saw Many Saints before.
Okay.
I was laughing a lot, because there was a lot of references to the Beehive, shooting through the Beehive, and You know, you don't have the makings of a varsity athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch Saints again because now I know the context of a lot of the jokes.
I was about to say you should watch it again since you watched Sopranos. A lot of the jokes
Yeah.
will make sense.
Yeah. But you know, Sopranos is just it's incredible. It's a masterpiece to tell. I'm not even gonna do. I was thinking about doing a review, but no, it's a masterpiece.
It'd be tough, yeah.
That'd be like a podcast, like a weekly podcast
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Right.
It'd be like 18 hours long, just talking about all the episodes.
And you know, coming up next, like I'm gonna watch Better Call Saul now.
Good choice.
Yeah. That's gonna be my next long show, like Sopranos was. So I'll keep you guys updated with that one.
Another great series, another great ending. Hopefully you love it.
Yeah. Is it like Breaking Bad? Is it like?
It's different.
Yeah, it's got some of the vibe of it. Like you'd say they're the same. They're similar, but like Logan said, it's different.
And how's Carrie Condon on that show?
I mean, she's in it, but I wouldn't. She's
that
good
much.
in it, but
She's
she's
good.
not in it much. Yeah.
I don't even remember her in it, so not that
He plays
memorable, I
Mike
guess.
Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's not in it that much.
She's more earlier on, season
Yeah.
1 and 2, I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because she was this nominated. I like that performance. Like if it wasn't Bassett, I thought it was gonna be her.
Yeah.
She was very good in
Yeah.
the matches here, sure. And
Rhea Seahorn
she's
is the MVP of that show. Kim Wexler.
Yeah.
She's the best part,
Great.
I think.
she's the female accomplice or the partner, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His love interest kind of thing.
Mhm.
Can't
The
wait.
little lawyer. Yeah.
And the intro, the song's amazing in the beginning.
Yeah. And it kind of it changes. Well, not the song itself, but like the introduction credits wise change a little bit over the
That's cool.
seasons. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully Bob will be able to join us next time.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a minute. No, he's been
Yeah.
busy.
I get it. Yeah, he's got his kids there, so
Yeah.
family first.
Yeah. Hopefully the next one. I'm not sure when that will be. Probably April sometime. Since we're at the end of March here. Uncle Henry will be up here and later this week.
Yeah.
So we're
Coming
gonna
to
get
visit
wild.
with the family. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Henry, I was telling Logan I'm gonna be in Chicago sometime in April.
Oh, cool. What are you doing? You got like a convention or something going on, or visiting family?
No, I'm gonna see my dad actually. He's
Oh,
working
cool.
on.
Awesome.
So we're gonna see
Have
him.
you been before?
Nope, never been.
Oh, first time. Man, tons of stuff to do and see. Should have a good time.
I want to get the deep dish pizza.
Oh,
The first
yes.
thing.
Yes, definitely do it. We'd both say Lou Malnati's pizza, deep dish, is our favorite. But I mean, you really can't go wrong. Gino's is good. Yeah, so
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wear my Jordans and everything. I'm gonna be a Chicago guy.
there you go.
Go up
They'll fit
to,
right
yeah,
in.
you gotta go up to the United Center off Madison where the Bulls play, and you'll have the big Jordan statue out front.
Cool. Let me write
Check
that
that
down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
United
get a picture
Center.
in front of that.
United Center where the Bulls, Blackhawks play. Madhouse on Madison
And that's in
in Chicago.
downtown.
No, that's not downtown. That's outside.
No, yeah.
All right.
But it's Uber it. You can not too far.
Logan,
right.
did you get Uncle Steve's address yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go meet up Uncle Steve. That you should do that. You'll end up picking up his tab at the bar.
Like Zachary Levi on Instagram, we don't want to leave you crying. So hopefully we leave you feeling good. And Logan, this was episode 156 of the Cinephellas Podcast. And make sure you check out the Cinephellas on social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We got a lot of cool stuff for you over there. Until next time, Logan, tell them what we say.
Cheers!